lot of people have been asking for more weather videos. Here's a weather video for you. Now, I don't normally make videos when it's freezing rain outside, but I figure I might as well this time, because it happens to be the final day of my vacation and I'm supposed to be at school tomorrow. But I don't know how many people are actually going to be there as a result of this. I mean, I'm probably going to be there anyway. It doesn't really matter. The last time we had a humongous storm like this, I was there, so. There weren't very many people other than me that were, which is an issue. And especially now, considering it's been this humongous long vacation. And, well, it's been this humongous long vacation and people will want more vacation time. Or they'll feel like they want more vacation time. And I don't know why, but it's actually warmer in here. Oh wait, no, not quite. But it's almost the same temperature in here as it is in the rest of the house, which is like a first. Take a look at that. I think that's the first time the temperatures have been like that all winter. They've been that close. Every other time there's been like a 3+ degree difference, which I think is pretty ridiculous. Oh, yeah, and I want to point something else out. You know this mini tripod that I have right here? I didn't realize something about it, but check out this. Yeah, you can extend it like a normal tripod. I've never had one that could do that before. So this is looking like an even better purchase for all you people that seem to like that. Let's see if we can open this up and perhaps hear more of the winter or the storm in action. I can't reach that. I'm not tall enough. No matter, that's where these come in handy. I've never actually used it for this purpose though, so we'll have to see. Usually I use these for getting computer cables out of the way. It's not quite strong enough. But you can actually use it for that purpose, as we can see. Let's see, can we actually hear anything? No, it's probably, it is freezing cold outside. Might be able to hear that. Ever so slightly. I'm getting rained on, so this might be part rain, part freezing rain. Because it's below freezing. So. Nope, some of that is rain. You might be able to hear it hitting the ground. And that's a great way to drop the temperature in a room. Don't want to leave this open for too long. You can hear that. Alright, I'm going to close that because I don't want to keep it I don't want to get it cold in here. We're going to try and close this bag. Come on, you stupid thing. Whoops. Although, whoa! Let's not fall now. I don't want to break the window. It's easier to close it, to get it down one way, but not the other. There's no cracks in the window. We're good. Okay. You can see the ice forming on the side. Some of that might be liquid. Some of that might actually be ice. I don't know. But we'll have to see what it's like in the morning. I have to imagine that it will probably be okay, considering that, why is this open? Where's the weather? There it is. It's supposed to be 5 degrees in the morning. I think it's actually supposed to be -4 right now. But it's -5. But I definitely don't like the looks of this weather. And about the fact that there's probably going to be a whole lot of people missing tomorrow. I have a huge project that I need to, it's a presentation for tomorrow. And then there's another one the day afterwards. Well, actually, all week is presentations pretty much for me, so I'm busy over the next week or so. And I'm even busy even further on than the next week. So, well, there you go. For whatever reason, it seems like there are lights missing here. Oh, I know why there's lights missing, because none of the lights in the house across the street are on. Where I think they were at the first part of this video, so what happened? Maybe they're all going to sleep. It is 10 o'clock. There you go, for all the people that want storm videos or weather videos. The reason why I haven't done a weather video in a while is because there haven't really been any reasons for me to make a weather video. It's going on that way. Because there hasn't really been any humongous storms. But there wasn't the one, I guess there was the one that hit Christmas, but we didn't get any of that. And, well, we got some of it, but we didn't get enough of it that would, really make it decent to make a video of. But the one thing that did do is that stopped us from going to visit family. Because even though the family wouldn't have got it, where the family was, they wouldn't have been hit with the storm, or at least not the freezing rain portion of it. They would have been hit with rain, but they were hit with rain. But we would have had to drive back in that, and that's just not something that's going to happen. So, yeah. Oh, speaking of having to drive through things, the one issue that I have right now is that, of course, I've got school tomorrow. And we've got summatives this week. So I have to be there. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, unless I'm, like, deathly ill or something, or I can get a doctor's note. But doctor's note you're not going to get for freezing rain outside, unless you get into a car accident and you break a leg or something. But the problem is that they never do this street. They never clean it off, and when they do, they always do a piss-poor job of it. And the other thing is that they always do it around noontime, which isn't going to help me. So hopefully these roads are not going to be so bad that we're not going to be able to get out. But I don't think they will be. I think this is the kind of weather where they'll be out and they'll actually try and do a decent job for once in their lives. But then again, maybe not. So, as of right now, I will be there. There shouldn't be any issues with this weather. And tomorrow it's supposed to be about 5 degrees and raining in the morning, which could either help by melting all this junk, or it could be even worse, and it could just make for an absolute mess and an impossible drive. But I don't know. I really don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see. Well, it's the next day. And the good news is that all of this stupid stuff has stopped. I think it's just rain at this point because it is about 5 degrees outside, so it's fairly warm. But my fears have become a reality. See if you can see them. Take a look at those roads. You won't be able to see them. I could probably force the camera to see them. Oh, there we go. Yep. Now you can see them. How crappy those look. That is awful. I have no idea if that's all ice or what that is. And it might very well freeze because the temperature is supposed to drop today. It looks like it is still raining, unless that's just crap coming from the trees. Anyway, every single school bus in the area is cancelled. But since my school runs on city buses, I suppose those are still running, even though it's not safe for them to do so. However, it'll still be interesting to see how many people actually even bother to show up. I'm going to be one of them. Alright, it's about 6 o'clock-ish. When I figure I might as well discuss my day at school. It was an interesting one. First period French class, we had all 6 people show up. And yes, there are only 6 of us in that class. Not really. It is a split 11 and 12, but there are only 6 grade 12s in that class. Oh yeah, the English class right after it. There were maybe 9 or 10 of us out of 30. Which is the poorest attendance in any course that I've ever been in the 4 years that I've been in high school for any reason. Even if it was 10, that's only a third, and only having a third of the people there is the worst that it could possibly be. But in any event, so that's how that went. It was very, very interesting. Certainly will not be expecting something like that to ever happen again. But off of that subject, if you thought that what you were looking at this morning was hell, at about 3 o'clock this afternoon, when we came back home, it was as if hell froze over. Yeah, I know that's lame, but all the slush and water puddles and all that other stuff that was on the road all froze. All of it. They did clean it. The city did come around and did clean some of it, but you can still see reflections off of ice puddles. Well, what were puddles of water, it's now puddles of ice. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's still a lot of slush all over the place, which is probably frozen right now, considering the fact that it is about -10 degrees outside. And it is only supposed to get colder. It is supposed to drop to -20 tonight. It's supposed to be a high of -17 tomorrow. Right, let's take a look at the 30-something hours. Or 7 days. 7 days will help me better more than that. Yeah, I know. Tuesday, high of 16. Low of -20. Feels like -27. So it is going to be cold tomorrow. Which is, again, it doesn't bode very well, because there will probably be a couple of people, not nearly as many that wouldn't show up during ice, like in an ice, basically what is an ice storm. Although it's not an ice storm, it's more like just an ice event. Because that really wasn't bad. I've seen worse. And I do remember the 1998 ice storm. Not very vividly, but I still remember it. Because when we were there, where we lived at that point in time, got hit pretty hard with it. But anyway, back on the subject of the video, this one. So tomorrow it's supposed to be cold as hell. I have no idea how bad the roads are going to be. So this is going to be another video that's going to extend for a couple of days. So tomorrow I think I'm going to take a look again. And if the roads are any better, well, there you go. We'll have to see. But I really don't think they're going to be all that great. Unless they decide they're going to try and come around tonight at about 3 o'clock in the morning, like they usually do, if they come around at all. They either come at 3 in the morning or at 12 in the afternoon when it's not of any use at all. That's just the way that things work. But anyway, maybe they will come, maybe they won't. We'll have to see in the morning. Well, considering I haven't edited that, that storm video yet, I probably should have, figured I might as well add this in. Just when you thought the... Don't know why the camera just stopped recording there, but whatever. Anyway, just when you thought that the horrific weather could possibly be over, well, then it comes back. As you can see, the roads look like dump once again. I don't believe they're frozen. I don't know why they would be frozen, considering it's fairly warm outside. Don't know what the temperature is. I'm trying to update MSE on that. It's not working very well. But, you know, whatever. Let's see, what is the temperature? Let's see if I can actually pull that up. Or if this is just not going to behave. Alright. I guess it's just not going to behave. But anyway, it's not cold, and it's actually raining at the moment. Or at least it looks like it's raining at the moment. I can't really see. It's either raining or it's freezing rain right now. Probably, no, it's fine outside apparently. Or light rain, it's about 1 degree outside. So, yeah, the weather is terrible, even today. It's about a week after I first started making this video. There you go. It was fine for a couple of days during the week, when I needed it to be fine, thankfully. But now, of course, well, it's not. And this just puts a damper on anything that you can do this weekend.